Welcome everybody to World of Tanks subscriber replays. My name is Maxwell and today's first video is from the user Lurt. That is Lurt, and he's driving the E-75 on a standard battle on Kharkov. E-75, obviously the tier 9 heavy tank for the Germans. Today's subscriber replays are all about heavy tanks. Got a couple of fast and furious and very aggressively played heavy tanks for you. Just sit back, relax and watch these monsters do some work. So Alert immediately heading straight down the centre. He's got the backup of his platoon mate in the 5120 there. If you've seen that tank in action, you know it's able to lay down a considerable amount of fire onto an area or one tank very, very quickly, and the E-75 is able to soak up a hell of amount of damage and turn aside many, many shots. It looks like the enemy team has pushed a couple of tanks in here very quickly. This IS-2 is going to get caught off guard here. Takes one big hit in the side. IS-8 starts to make a turn. The EMX 5120 is going to come around and try and catch them off guard. I think he there played very carefully. Could have possibly taken a bit of damage in return, but not quite. Lurt just takes a quick shot at that IS. Not quite landing that one. As you can see, the reload speed of the E-75 is quite significant at 13 seconds. This IS-8 is just getting pummeled from all sides there. His speed and agility actually working against him there. Himself and the IS-2 got well caught out around that corner by pushing far too far ahead. Should have really been around this corner here. Object 416 setting up the side scraping position. Alert knows that there's only an IS around the corner. There is a Ferdinand as well, but decides to push on regardless. IS and a Ferdinand are nowhere near a match for the E-75. Elects to go for the Ferdinand because it does have the larger of the two cannons out of the IS and himself, so tries to take that gun out of the game first. IS gets himself taken out as well. Now it's time to capture the enemy in a pincer maneuver. Still not letting go of the forward key. Only time he's not moving forward is when he is tracked. Takes out the T-28 prototype with a lovely ram there. Object 416 gets a little bit too aggressive. He doesn't have the armor of the E-75, so he gets taken out. Going to put a shot into the rear of the VK there. Not really wanting to waste a whole shell on taking out the 2 hit points of the T-54E1. Going to leave him maybe to the T-29. VK making a run for it now. He's getting shot from the front and the rear. Just having a quick check there to make sure that he isn't getting flanked. Going to head around the side to try and take out this Rheinmetall. The T-29 fired, so the Rheinmetall tries to push forward. And the E-75 of Alert comes around the corner just as the Rheinmetall fires and takes him out for kill number 2. Very quick 3,000 points of damage. And again, going to flank around behind the enemy tanks. Could have pushed forward along that road there, but instead just decides to push fully around the corner. Takes a shot from the T-30. The T-30 rushed his shot as the E-75 came around the corner, and that one just bounced on the formidable side armor. Looks like that one went straight through the turret though. Alert's got to be careful here as he doesn't want to put his shot into the gun mantlet of the T-30 here. Trying to find a shot. Gets one through the side armor fantastically, and this Type 59 comes in to try and save him. Tries to ram him, but it looks like the T-30's got the weight just to be able to soak that one up. And the T-29 takes out the T-30 in the end, and that just leaves a handful of tanks left. Gets a great shot on the E-75 there through his side armor. Looks like the Allied Type 59 is going for a base capture now, along with the enemy tanks, a couple of Tiger 1s and that T-69. So the Allies going to fall back and try and take those guys out, but it looks like this one is completely in the bag, because there's no way that T-69 is going to be able to get back and decap in time. And it's just that couple of Tiger 1s. And actually, with there being 2 Tiger 1s in the cap circle now, you can see that the cap is only 5 seconds apart. So if someone doesn't reset one of these Tigers, this could end up being a draw if all goes wrong. But it looks like those Type 59s have got the speed, and they are going to get into the cap circle. Just need to reset one of these Tigers, and there we go. Both of them landing a shot on a Tiger there. And it looks like the Type 59 is just going to continue and cap this one out. Can he get one more shot on a Tiger? He can indeed. That puts him over 5,000 points of damage. And that is GG and the victory. So absolutely awesome replay there from Lurt. Fast and furious fighting within the city streets, showing how aggressive you could be in an E75 and still come out with more than half of your hit points, pretty much not taking his finger off the W key. Only time he was stopping was when he was tracked or ramming into an enemy tank. So awesome replay from you. Thank you very much for sending that one in. Don't forget to stick around, because as always, there is another game coming right up. And our second replay is from the user Adrian111 Adrian. That is Adrian111 Adrian. He's driving the IS-6 on a standard battle on Ruinberg. IS-6 is a tier 8 premium heavy tank for the Russians. And this one is a pretty damn good tank, especially when it is top tier. It has pretty troll armor, a half decent cannon on it. In fact, they were giving this one away for nothing if you managed to complete the mission a few months back. Obviously, it can still be picked up in the store for a huge chunk of gold. But I would definitely recommend it. It does get special matchmaking, so it doesn't see tier 10s. I'm not 100% sure if it sees tier 9s, but I'm pretty sure it does. But anyway, onto this replay, because this one is pretty fast and pretty furious. And pretty damn aggressive. Not quite able to get a shot on the KV-1S as his platoon mate blocked his shot there, but his platoon mate did manage to do a decent chunk of damage. Gets a great shot to take out the track of the T-32, T-34, and do some damage, then take some cover. His ally just behind him there, blocking off the rear approach. Going to see if he can get a shot on someone. Does see a Super Pershing, gets a good hit onto him. Does take some damage in the process from another T-34. Looks like the IS-3 and T-34 have decided to just try and push down his ally in the IS-6. So they're going to, two of them, make a run for it, try and cover each other's backs. Hopefully, Adrian won't get shot in the back and his ally won't get shot in the back. Trying to block off the T-34, but it looks like he was just able to sneak a shot through. So going to try and get a shot through his front armor rather than the turret. Was able to do so. Now Adrian's in a position where his rear armor is blocking his ally in the IS-6, but it looks like this T-34 and this IS-3 have got blood in their nostrils, just going straight past Adrian in an effort to try and take out his platoon mate. They do indeed. The Tiger 1's able to take him out, and Adrian's got to try and back off for his life now. Is able to lay down sustained damage onto the enemy tanks here, and his allies are kind of dallying in the background there. There is nobody beyond this line, and they're all still stuck on the E-line. Gets a great shot on the IS-3, and it looks like the allies have now decided to move up thanks to the fact that Adrian's drawn the enemy tanks out of position, who have been trying to come and press him down. Gets another good shot onto that IS-3 to take him out. And that is a super quick, almost 3,000 points of damage. Adrian's not done yet, though. Tiger 1 pokes himself forward, and he gets punched squarely in the face for his trouble. Looks like this ISU was flanked around the side there, and the rest of his allies decide to get the thumbs out of their ass and now make a move, and that is the game pretty much won within the first 3 minutes. Thanks to the push of the two IS-6s there. One of them got himself taken out. Another one took 1,200 points of damage. But they've pretty much single-handedly won their team the battle, managing to draw all of the enemy tanks away from their defensive lines to try and quickly take out the two IS-6s. But because they couldn't take out the IS-6s quickly, because let's face it, in a Tier 8 battle, IS-6s do not die quickly, then the Allies were able to push further and further forward unopposed and just able to sweep aside the enemy team. It looks like they've lost the battle on the right-hand flank, but it is at the moment 11 kills to 13, so this is just a matter of course now to try and mop them up. You can see the Allied Zerg rush all moving together, trying to get a shot on this KV-13. Got to be careful he doesn't hit an ally as they drive past, trying to just let his gun focus in there. Gets a beautiful shot on the KV-13 to get another chunk of damage onto him. And like I said, this is just a formality now in an effort to try and take out the rest of the enemy tanks. As I said, this battle was over 3 minutes in. By 12 minutes, this battle was pretty much won, and now it's just, like I said, mopping up the remaining tanks. Just a KV-13 and a Jagdpanzer 4 left. Just having a quick look towards this KV-13 to see if he can get anything on him. He is currently dueling over there with the T-34-2. Looks like he might have the better of that situation. I'm going to wait for his allies to move in. Nope, T-34-2 is able to take him out. That's GG in the victory. Adrian picks himself up 3,500 points of damage. Only 1 kill for his trouble, but like I said, that was a fast and furious and a super aggressive game there by the 2 IS-6s. Only losing 3 tanks, one of them being the other IS-6, pushing in on the enemy's position there, drawing them all out of line and allowing the allies to just mop them up at their leisure and winning the game within the first 2.5 to 3 minutes. So awesome replay there from Adrian, 111 Adrian. Thank you very much for sending that one in. Don't forget, guys, if you've got yourself a great replay, send that into replay@screenreality.com. The link for that is in the description. And don't forget, if you enjoyed, just attach the replay file itself or the link to the What Replay website to the email, and I can check that one out for you, and if it is indeed awesome, and get it featured on the channel. So thanks very much for watching, everybody. Remember, if you enjoyed this video, you found it useful, informative, you learned something, or you just enjoy it, then think about hitting that subscribe button, because there's a lot more World of Tanks content on this channel. I have been Maxwell, this has been World of Tanks Replays, and I will catch you guys next time.